Alright, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy King Red Diamonds here. I am back for another Nioh 2 video. Today I will be showcasing my current build for the Dream of the Nioh and Underworld difficulties. Pretty much my in-game build. So before I get into some gameplay, I guess I'll give you a rundown of the build, what set I'm running, like how I made it and stuff like that. But before then, I just ask that you like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said before in previous videos, I have a couple on my page right now. If you go watch those, greatly appreciate it. I will be playing more games, so if you have any suggestions for games you would like for me to play, please let me know and I will make sure that I can get to that. Alright, so I am running a fist build. The fists are a very good weapon for dealing key damage, and that is what this build is based around. Doing key damage, draining the enemy's keys so that I can overwhelm them with a barrage of combos to completely obliterate their health. So I'm running Purity Fists because Purity helps do increased key damage when you have the Purity effect inflicted. So it basically just synergizes very well with the build. I am running the 7-piece Izanagi's Grace with the 6-piece Susanoo. Izanagi's Grace is pretty good because it's a purity based grace. If you have played the game before, it's like the counterpart to these Magatsuchi, I think Magatsuchi. Magatsuchi, do I have any pieces of that? I don't think I do. Do I have any pieces of Magatsuchi? Here we go. Magatsui's Grace. There you go. So Magatsuchi is the corruption build, or the corruption set, and Izanagi is the purification set. So I decided to go with the purification. So I'm running Trident Vajrahelm for the increased attack purification. The Veteran's Cuirass for the damage taken mid attack. This just had really good rolls on it, so I'm using that. You can use any piece of gear because Grace's later game roll on any piece of gear. So basically it's all RNG based. You just have to hope for the best and get the best rolls. I honestly got God rolls on most of this equipment, so it worked out really good for me. I based this build off of melee key damage. As you can see, I have that on pretty much every piece of gear except for my helmet, which is okay because I'm doing like 50% plus melee key damage to enemies, so it's ridiculous. Of course, Yasakani Magatama for the set bonus requirements. Later game, you don't actually need a Yasakani because you can roll star set bonus requirement reduced on any item. So Yasakanis aren't actually as needed as they used to be, but if you do have one and you don't have a set, if you don't have the set bonus on a certain piece of gear and it doesn't have like the requirement reduced by 1, then Yasakani is your go-to. Prayer Beads just because it has the Izanagi's Grace on it, so I can probably get better rolls on the accessories, but for now I'm just using what I have until I actually find better accessories. My scroll, I'm using Ultimate Courage. Ultimate Courage to me is by far the best new stat that came with the new DLCs and updates and stuff. Because it reduces your key damage when you're your key consumption when you're attacking, and the fists are a very key heavy build. So having Ultimate Courage and then using Transform bonus Courage to change the stat that scales with the damage helps the fists even more. I'm running a lot of Omyo. Omyo is my favorite because it helps. It gives buffs to you and it helps like elevate your game. In my opinion, I don't use ninjutsu too much. I use a couple ninjutsus, which are these right here, which is my speed running ninjutsu. Usually just for Underworld to get through it quickly and stuff. But I'm running Steel, just for defense, Rejuvenation for health regen, Barrier for instant Yokai pull purifications and increased key recovery. Extraction to help with my life recovery on Amrita absorption, which I have on my Yasakani and on my Veteran's Cuirass. I'm using Arch Yokai to help me gain more anima quickly so I can just spam my Yokai abilities, mainly Magatsu Warrior. And then I'm using Fire Familiar just to put confusion onto an enemy, because if you've been playing the game, once you inflict an enemy with 2 different elemental debuffs, it brings up the status of confusion, which basically helps you deal even more damage and key damage. And like I said, my ninjutsu, tiger running for speed, cat walking for quiet footsteps, sneak thief for invisibility, and quick change, basically to help me not die. If I do die, it'll basically give me a second life. So quick change comes in handy a lot. So yeah, that's actually the rundown of the build. So I will hop into some gameplay to show you how it is. The stats that I have on it before we go: I have 100 constitution and 100 heart. I have 100 constitution just to give me a lot of health. As you can see, I have 6,148 life, so that gives me a decent amount of health, so I don't die quickly, because bosses in late game can kill you fast because they hit incredibly hard. Heart, just so I have a nice amount of ki to work with, that way I can prevent myself from running out of ki even more so. 200 courage, just for damage boosts. Courage actually helps with ki recovery speed as well, so basically my courage is maxed out to the point where my ki recovery speed will be almost instantaneous. Dexterity I got to 100 just because it gave me a little, like, minuscule amounts of damage boost, but it's okay. I really didn't have anywhere else to put the stats, so I just threw it in courage. I'm probably going to throw it on skill next to help with my ki pulsing, that way I can gain more ki when I ki pulse and stuff. But yeah, that's about it. This build is really powerful because you're going to inflict purity a lot, like really quickly. My purification accumulation is at around 86.3%. I'll put it at the top so you can see it. 86.3% purified accumulation, which is ridiculous. That's almost instantaneous. You can literally hit the opponent like maybe 3-4 times and you already inflicted purity on them. I'm doing 61.2% melee ki damage, which is ridiculous amount. That is a lot. So I'm pretty much going to drain ki as I'm fighting. It's going to be ridiculous. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, let me go over my guardian spirit just so you know. You can use 2 different guardian spirits for this build. I am using Yumehami because of the 20% extra melee ki damage. That extra 20% melee ki damage is what puts me in that 61% damage range. It's very useful. The ki recovery, the faster ki recovery on unrid absorption is not bad either, but the melee ki damage is my main thing I'm going for. The soul cores that I'm using are let me go to it. I'm using, sorry, White Tiger Soul Core because of the animal bonus on Purified Enemy and then the Purified Accumulation. I am using Magasu Warrior for the active skill damage and the melee ki damage that I have on this Soul Core, which came in the clutch, which is very, very good. And this is just here as a placeholder, mainly for like bonus elemental attack if I want to inflict another element on an enemy. But yeah. And the second guardian spirit that you can use that will help you elevate your game for sure is Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh comes with another 8% purified accumulation and an extra 10% melee damage versus purified enemy. So with this build, you'll be doing a lot of damage for sure. You'll be putting out a lot of damage for sure. But yeah, so let's hop right into the gameplay and I hope you guys enjoy. Here we are, and this is my favorite mission to basically, you know, test builds out because it's pretty much like a Yokai gauntlet run. So basically I'm going to put in some work against some Yokai enemies and show you how the build does. This is the Dream of the Nioh difficulty, so this is the final difficulty in the game, meaning that it's the toughest content. So yeah, I'm going to show you how well this build does against pretty much in-game to late game to in-game content. Let's get it started. see, this build completely destroys. It's not much in this game that can stand up, if at all anything that can stand up to the power of this build. Like, this build really does an immense amount of damage. So yeah, if you guys want to make this build, feel free. I think it's a very fun build in my opinion, because it does so much damage. But let's go to the next mission. Alright guys, so I decided to take on this Scroll of the Nioh mission. It's a pretty late game mission. It's like you need to be, it says a recommend level 546. You don't need to be that, but any normal person who's just getting started on Dream of Nioh might not be able to go up against this scroll. So like I said, it's another like Yokai gauntlet, if you will. I'm basically going to show you again how well this build does against enemies. I will fight a human enemy just to show you how it does against human enemies. That way I'm not just destroying everything in my path because of my purification and stuff like that. So after this one, I will show you how I do against a human enemy. But for now, I'm just going to go destroy everything. See, even the king of curses himself, Ryoma Sukuna, can't stand up to the power of my purifying monk. So cool. Get that. Alright, on to the next build. I'll try to fight a human enemy. Alright, so I decided to try and fight Nobunaga, because he can be pretty goddamn annoying if you ask me. He throws out all types of elemental types of all types of elemental attacks and stuff, so he can debuff you at certain points. So I thought it was a pretty good boss to try and fight. Let's get it popping. As you can see, I have no Choco Cups. I need to get some more. I'm doing terrible with their Choco Cups. It's horrible, but I will get some more soon. Just gotta grind out. So let's see how we do. Easy way to start off battles with human enemies is to shoot them in the head for easy final blow opportunities. As such. And mind you, this is Dream of the Nioh difficulty, the final difficulty in the game. So, as you can see, this build is honestly ridiculous. I can destroy any content right now. it honestly gets out of hand with how powerful this build can be. And like I said, I'm not even done. I can literally push this build even further. So I think they increased the plus values of certain plus values of items to 120 now. It used to be 99 plus. Now it's 120. And I think mine is only at what, 66, 68. So this means I can push my build even further. Just to give you a rough idea of how crazy this build is. So yeah, if you guys want to put it together, by all means feel free. It's very, very fun. I think that you know, you'll have a great time playing with this build, because you're just going to like beat the hell out of everything in your way. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, remember, please like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, I'll be doing more videos in the future. If you want to see different stuff, different content, please let me know in the comment section. If you want to get in contact with me in other ways, my Twitter should be either in the profile, my profile or description. So yeah, talk to me, give me feedback, let me know what I can do better, what you want to see. So again, thanks for stopping by. King Ray Diamonds out.